Alright, hello everyone, this is Kingdom bringing you another game from Eflux Gaming's Dota 2 Arena Season 2. This is Nameless Juans. I just love doing that. Versus Slasherz, this Dark Sua's team, formerly Friends McKee's team. Also, formerly the Nosebleed section, so a couple name changes. And it looks like they've got a stand-in Zansa from Spicy Mojo Potatoes team. So they've got he's a pretty good solo mid player, so we'll have to see how this game goes. I already see the anti-mage pick, so I guess we do know how this game is going. We're going to see an anti-mage farming his ass off and seeing if he can win the game solo. I mean, that's how it works, right? We also got a Bat Rider, Jakiro, Leshrac to help out in the early game. It's a very strong early game hero, so I do like this dire Nameless Juan lineup so far. Taking a look at also the Radiant lineup, we see the Disruptor, the Lich. Lich is a good, not like really a counter to anti-mage, but he does pretty well against him to an extent, mostly just because Sacrifice saps his farm in the early game, slowing him down. Bounty Hunter also pretty good way to work against the anti-mage. I'm a little worried about these guys. Windrunner, of course, with their Shackle Shot, and then Disruptor with the Silence, but and then I guess the Dragon Knight's done as well now. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot of lockdown to handle this anti-mage. Really, the best way to handle him is having a lot of stuns. And right now, it's the Dire with stuns and not the Radiant. So we'll have to see how this works out. It's going to come down a lot to how well the Bounty Hunter can gank and how well the Dragon Knight can... See, Dragon Knight isn't going to be online really before the Anti-Mage. Dragon Knight needs a fair amount of items as well. He definitely can handle an Anti-Mage late game, but he can't match Anti-Mage's farm rate. You really just can't. That Battle Fury Anti-Mage just farms way too quickly for anyone except maybe like PL and Alchemist to keep up with. Night Stalker is going to be the last hero here for the Dire, so this looks like it's going to be an exciting game with a lot of ganking. Going to have to see how they decide to lane this one. Perhaps throwing the Bat Rider into either the jungle or the off lane, and then dual laning the Anti-Mage with the Jakiro and the Night Stalker with the Leshrac is the only way I can kind of think of it right now. Yeah, I mean, you could also aggressive tri-lane the Night Stalker, solo the Anti-Mage top, where you're assuming you're going to find the Bounty Hunter. Other than that, I can't really think of another way to lane this. It's going to be a little easier for the Radiant in terms of laning. They're going to have a pretty solid tri-lane, the Disruptor, Lich, Dragon Knight. More of a defensive than an aggressive tri-lane, but it's going to allow the Dragon Knight to get some pretty safe, protected farm. Get your Windrunner probably solo mid. You could also put the Disruptor solo mid, put the Windrunner on support. Either way, that's going to work out. Lich could also solo mid. They've got a lot of options for solo mid. And Bounty Hunter is going to be on the long lane in all likelihood. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce these players here before I use Friends of Zombies. Playing this Leshrac, Racist Bread on the Bat Rider, Budanke on the Bat Rider, Dualistic on the Jakiro, and this is Jack or Jack Swift on the Night Stalker. Looking down at the Radiant side, we're going to have Katra on the Disruptor. We're going to see Dark Sua playing an offlane Bounty Hunter, Crims on this Windrunner, Ad Crusher on the Lich, and Zansa farming a Dragon Knight, so not playing solo mid as his normal role. They're just going to go ahead and say, hey you, go play Dragon Knight, farm a little bit and see if you can do something. It's a pretty safe bet when you've got a stand-in. You know, when you've got your supports really have to be talking to each other, your gankers have to really be talking to each other, but your carry, I mean, he just farms and right-clicks, right? He doesn't need to communicate that much. That was a joke, by the way. I'm not completely serious about that. Going to see possibly an aggressive tri-lane now. We've got the whole Dire team coming into the jungle. This could be a very early clash if they can catch. Yeah, there's a slow down onto the Dragon Knight as well. There's going to be a very nice kinetic field slowing everybody down, saving the Dragon Knight's life there. That was an excellent support play there by this Disruptor. Just saved first blood. Now these guys are going to back off, probably drop a ward. It's on the Jakiro. We're going to have to see where he places it, try and block off the pull camp. It looking like it's going to be a Bat Rider solo off lane here. I'm guessing, yeah, it's going to be Bat Rider gets handed the Rider receives the Observer Ward, and he's going to place that down, and then he's going to go, yeah, he's going to drop it right here, try and block off the pull camp, and then rotate back off towards the solo off lane position, where that's what Racist Bread's going to be doing. See an Illusion Rune spawning here. Neither team picking that up just yet. Dualistic could have gone and picked it up, decided not to. Looks like Ad Crusher will head over that way, possibly take a look at it. And we will see a tri-lane up on the top lane then. No, it's going to be, yeah, it will be a tri-lane up on the top with the Anti-Mage, Night Stalker solo mid, Bat Rider off lane. Dark Sua will be solo mid on this Bounty Hunter, leaving a long lane Windrunner and a pretty simple tri-lane. Aw, man. This Sentry Ward not only does not reveal the ward placed here, it also will block the other creep camps, so a little bit unfortunate there. Little disconnect here. Let's go ahead, speed through the pause. Kind of skip that out. I believe that the Dire tri-lane will have a little bit better time farming. That's my prediction. They've got, although Windrunner is a better offlane hero in general than Batrider, she's got a more reliable escape mechanism and a little bit better at last hitting and harassing. However, she's also probably going to have a little bit more experience, but she's also not really going to be able to slow down Anti-Mage's farm pretty much at all. Anti-Mage is going to get a lot of farm. Meantime, though, Dragon Knight, actually, let's go just take a look at last hit. See, yeah, it is Zansa with a little bit of a lead right now. He's up by a last hit and a couple denies. And if that continues, Dragon Knight can possibly do a little bit better in the early games, push some towers before Anti-Mage is really able to get together. These guys, these Radiant supports really need to stop worrying about the jungle and push out and push this Batrider out of lane. He cannot be sitting here getting as much levels as the Dragon Knight. They really need to. Lich needs to be using. Well, Lich needs to hit level 2 first. Once Lich hits level 2, he needs to cast his nukes. Disruptor also needs to cast his nukes. All they really need to do is get a slow off to allow Dragon Knight to get in position for a Dragon Tail, and then go ahead and drop off the kinetic field, and that ought to be enough to get a kill onto this Batrider. He's really not that good at escaping early game. Dragon Knight here, are we going to see it? No, we're not going to see it. Lich needs to hit level 2 first. Top lane, yeah, we do see the Dragon Knight is continuing to farm a little bit better. The Windrunner also is having a little bit better of a time than the Batrider. She's up about half a level and 4 last hits. Mid lane, we do, however, see that the Night Stalker is having a better time. He got a little bit of an earlier bottle. He's going to be using it to spam some Void to harass Dark Sua, looking pretty low. He's got a bottle of his own and some tangos as well, so he ought to be able to stay alive just fine. And it hasn't taken any points of shuriken. Typically when I see a Bounty Hunter solo mid, he's able to get a couple points into shuriken toss early and use those for last hits from far back, but I guess he doesn't really need them against the Night Stalker. Night Stalker doing a pretty good job of getting those denies. 8 denies already up on him, so he's got he's got half a level up over this Bounty Hunter, so we'll have to see how well this plays out. Bounty Hunter, of course, has those crits to help him last hit, but doesn't help him get denies. Night Stalker using that mana to drop some voids off for extra damage. Gonna go check the top rune. Both players going to go check it. Looks like Night Stalker will get there first. He doesn't have boots though. Who's gonna grab it? It's gonna be Night Stalker with the double damage, and Bounty Hunter immediately goes invisible and backs off. Because even during daytime, double damage Night Stalker is pretty scary. I'm surprised we haven't had a first blood yet. It's 2 tri-lanes, both with pretty solid killing potential. I'm taking some unnecessary creep hits there. Ad Crusher, you gotta be careful, bro. You can't lose HP like that. That's just really a bad idea. Actually, all stages of the game, just don't lose HP. It's a lot safer that way. Jakiro going ahead and dropping some harass onto this Windrunner. If he can get a stun off, yeah, there's the stun. Leshrak's not in position though, so this probably will not be a kill. Windrunner backs off. Had to pop the Windrun, has a salve though, so she should be fine. Already has a Ring of Basilius up. Double Damager up. Night Stalker goes ahead and pops it. He's not going to do anything with it. He's probably just going to go ahead and continue farming. Get himself a little bit more levels, a little bit more farm. I really think the Batrider is on the other team. Windrunner mid might have had a better time against this Night Stalker, prevented her from getting farm, and Bounty Hunter would still be getting levels on the top lane, if not as much farm. Bounty Hunter headed to that bottom lane. Looks like he's going to get himself an Illusioner. No, there's the silence as well as the Void. It's going to be a man fight out. Looks like Bounty Hunter's getting the worst of it. Yeah, that double damager and still up on the Night Stalker allows him to get the first blood. That's an excellent start for your Night Stalker. This means he'll have phase boots and possibly an urn by the time first night comes around. So it's about as good as it possibly could have gone here for this Night Stalker player. He's just going to chill. Get as many last hits as he can now. Yeah, he's got the gold for phase boots already, and may also be able to get himself an urn farmed up. And if he can do that, he's just going to have the easiest time for his night. Darkseer's going to come right back in, though. He's got a crit and a slow. It's not nighttime yet. Where's the crit? Go ahead, drop it. There it is. He's going to try to do this, try to get the kill. Shuriken toss. He's taking a lot of damage, though. There's the silence and the mischance. Not going to be enough. Has to back off. Valiant effort, but not enough in the end. Windrunner's getting dove on over here on this top tower. Push is going on the top tower. Leshrac, of course, with his edict, can do a lot of damage against this tower. Unfortunately, he's got to be careful. He's taking some tower shots. If he gets, yeah, there's a power shot going down. We can get a shackle off. No mana for the shackle. Both support players taking a lot of damage. Windrunner, unfortunately, doesn't have the mana. Can use some stick charges to get some mana, but I don't. Yeah, the supports have backed off already. Anymage is going to say do a couple more shots to the tower. Tower below half HP. But he's going to have to back off as well. Tower will not fall just yet. Down in the bottom lane, we see Zansa is only level 4. Doesn't quite have his level 6 dragon form yet. We take a look at levels. We do see that Night Stalker is leading. And Anti-Mage is doing a little bit better in terms of level than his counterpart Dragon Knight. However, this is because the Radiant supports have been in lane more. The Dire have been pulling. This does mean that because the Radiant supports have been in lane, they've got a little bit of an experience advantage. Unfortunately, Bounty Hunter has gone down in the mid lane again. Night Stalker just having the time of his life here. Gets an Invis rune. Gonna go ahead and pop that. Head up top. Looking to pick off this Windrunner. And he's probably going to be able to. Has an anti-mage here as well to help him out. Here it comes. There's going to be a void, silence void, and 2 right clicks. And Crimson is just going to sit there. He's like, this is done already. I'm just going to, you know what? Whatever, I'm done. Killing spree onto the Night Stalker already, and Night has only just started. This could be a very quick loss if the Radiant team don't get their stuff together and get into a position where they can really start doing some damage. The good thing is that Bounty Hunter has continued to farm significantly better than the Anti-Mage. He's already up to a full... Oh, I like that new graphic up there for the Night Stalker nighttime. That's pretty cool. It's pretty slashy. I like that. Sorry, distraction. Yeah, this Dragon Knight is farming pretty significantly better than the Anti-Mage. He's already got a good 10 last hit lead, and that's probably going to continue as Dragon Knight hasn't gotten boots yet. Looks like, I wonder what he's going for first. Saving up 1,300 gold, might go over and get some treads to get some phase boots, or what I predict. Looks like Night Stalker's coming bottom, only got a Bat Rider to help him out. Bat Rider not level 6, but he can get some napalm stacks down, might be enough to help. Looks like the Lich will probably be the first to fall. Gonna get knocked back by the Flame Break, probably a kill. No, excellent stun by Zansa onto the Night Stalker, slowing him down. Body block as well. No, the Lich gets brought down by one last void. Now it's the Bad Rider in trouble. If we can get one Flame Breath off, might be enough. No, he's gonna back off through the trees. Zansa unable to chase, does not have boots, and can't really go out again because Night Stalker still has a lot of health and a lot of mana. Dust is well up on him. I don't know who it was for. It sounds like, ooh, and Anti-Mage gets a kill on the top lane, but here he comes. Oh, Shackle across the trees. That could be it. No, he's so low. One Shuriken toss might be enough. No, just not quite enough. Mana popped up. There goes an Edict down. Darks is chasing, but no. Excellent rotation in from Jack, picking him off. Windrunner does get a power shot kill off on the Leshrac, but all in all, excellent early game play coming from this Dire team. Jack's been absolutely all over the place. 5-0 already, 8 minutes into the game, 1,800 gold. He's going to have such a fast BKB at this rate, without having really even farmed. He's going to go ahead and rotate to the bottom lane. Let's see what his item choice continues to be. Bat Rider, still not level 6, so he's not really able to go in for a kill on this Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight having his ultimate up, so this could possibly be a little bit of an overextension from the Night Stalker. He doesn't really have a lot of mana. They see him coming. It looks like the Lich is going to be the one in trouble. He's going to get immediately bursted down, and Dragon Knight's just like, nope, can't help you, bro. Sorry. Here comes TP in from the Bounty Hunter. See if he can help them out a little bit. But you do have Leshrac here. 3 heroes from the Dire. This probably won't go very well for the Radiant. They've got the... Oh, it's gonna go in. There's the lasso in onto the Dragon Knight, but he's pretty freaking tank. He's gonna go ahead and pop his ultimate form as well as a stun onto this Leshrac. Leshrac looks like he will probably fall here. One last right click from the Dragon Knight means that he will get his first kill of the maps. Glimpse back onto the Bat Rider. He's got no mana left. There's a kinetic field trapping him in place. Dragon Knight comes back into position to drop in some more right clicks. Looks like it's going to be a no, not a double kill for him. Bounty Hunter comes in, gets that last hit with the Shuriken toss. Now he's going to rotate back up towards the mid lane. He's got himself with those track kills. Of course, even though the Radiant lost a lot of those early game engagements, those track kill bonuses are going to mean so much. Trez already up on this Dragon Knight as well. He's up to 1,100 gold. doing a lot better than this anti-mage. Anti-mage does have, what is this? He's like 600, he's like 1800 away. Gonna see Batrider trying to get out. He's gonna get caught in a kinetic field. He's gonna get brought down by the Disruptor. Now Leshrac might be in trouble. He's gonna pop off an Edict to try to kill the creep wave. Oh man, Night Stalker's so much speed at this nighttime. He pops his ultimate. Looks like he wants to go mid onto this Bounty Hunter. If he can get a silence off, he might be able to get the kill. Has a regen rune as well as an urn now. 1200 gold still in the bank. He is going to go in. Bounty Hunter, if you go invisible now, you might be able to save your life. There's this Void. Dust as well. Not even going to use the silence. Oh, he silences a creep. Not that it's really going to matter. Looks like the Bounty Hunter will probably get the kill. TP in from Windrunner. Not going to be able to catch this. No. Attempted Shackle. It was a good try. Not going to be enough. Night Stalker will be able to back off. Has a regen rune, so he's totally back up to full health. And now it looks like he's going to go down to help out this Leshrac on the bottom lane. Stun going to hit 3, and here comes the Night Stalker doing a lot of damage. Fear gets dropped down onto the Dragon Knight, preventing him from stunning. Dragon Knight is going to be fine, though. He, of course, is too tanky to get brought down. Misses a Flame Breath. Now it might be him in trouble. No! Shackle is going to latch onto the Night Stalker. Dragon Knight on the back foot, running away, slowed down. Lasso's going to go down on him, but the Night Stalker is now chasing the Windrunner instead. Looks like that kill will be effective. No! Zansa, too tanky to be brought down, is going to get a kill onto the Leshrac before he dies, trying to get away. TP in from the Lich. Might be enough to slow down the Batrider. Batrider getting pretty low. He was underneath the tower for a little bit too long. One last right click. Flame Breath is going to pick him off. Now it looks like Dragon Knight does go down to the Night Stalker, who rotated in beyond Godlike onto Jack. He's going to chase in against this Disruptor. Doesn't have any more mana. And here comes the Bounty Hunter. He's going to force him back. He does have a lot of nighttime left. Spamming that ultimate as soon as he got it at level 6 has allowed this first night to go on for a really unprecedentedly long time. Dragon Knight taking his first fall of the game, unfortunately. He's got going, looks like he's going for a quick BKB and should be able to get it pretty early despite that early death. He is still 3-1. On the top lane, we see Windrunner rotating back up to try and slow down this Anti-Mage's farm. Anti-Mage is now sitting at 900 gold. This means that he's got to pick up a Void Stone, and then he's only 1200 short of his Battle Fury, so it looks like he may be able to pick that up. Dragon Knight gets a kill on the Leshrac on the bottom lane. Sorry for missing that. It's going to be alright. Jack teleports back into the bottom lane. Looks like there's going to be more engagement here. Looking to go in. He's going to find himself a Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter trying to pick off the Jakiro, who's running away. Might be able to get him, but here comes the Night Stalker. Bounty Hunter's going to be like, well, actually, no, Jakiro just goes ahead and suicides to a neutral. Might not have been necessary, but he's done it. Here it comes. They're going to go back in. Ad Crusher, as well as the Bounty Hunter coming in onto this Night Stalker. Can they take him down? He's pretty tanky. He's a high level. They're going to try to kill him. No, Night Stalker does get the kill onto the Lich, but now it might be Night Stalker in trouble, doing a lot of damage. He might be able to bring down... Yeah, he's going to get a kill onto the Disruptor as well. He's just too tanky, too high level. Feed much, bro? 13-0. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and chase out the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter under the effect of silence. Night Stalker gets another kill. Power shot, not enough. Beyond Godlike triple kill, 14-0-1, 2300 gold. Looks like he's going for very early. Aghanim Scepter, going to extend his ultimate. Dragon Knight trying to get out. Leshrac is in here trying to hold him in place. Stun misses. Oh, some excellent jukes, but it might be too much. Here comes the Night Stalker as well as the Jakiro. Dragon Knight in a world of trouble. Probably going to get brought down right now. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and fall. Lich TP's in. He's like, help, nope, we're backing off. So he's just going to hide under the tower for a bit. Dragon Knight not having the best early game, and neither is this Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter already 1-5, Lich already 0-5, and Disruptor already 2-3. Actually, Disruptor not having that bad of a time. Looks like they're going to be able to go ahead and pick themselves off of Jakiro. Thunderstrike doing a lot of damage. Here comes the Night Stalker from the other way. He's going to come right in, silence on the Disruptor, and a lot of nuke damage dropping against the Lich means he's going to fall pretty much immediately. Disruptor to fall immediately afterwards. There's a Shackle. Gonna catch the Jakiro. Bounty Hunter's going to clean him up really quickly with a quick crit and a Shuriken Toss. Windrunner on the run now. She's going to go ahead and get silenced up by the... Oh, I just heard a lasso. Who's it on? It's onto the Bounty Hunter. He's got some Napalm stacks as well. Stun down on him, and here comes a Void for another kill. Going the way of the Night Stalker. 16-0-1. Nighttime is finally over, but the damage might be done. Anti-Mage up top has been free farming. He's only 300 gold from Battle Fury now, 15 minutes in. As well as a Poor Man's Shield and some boots and already a Quelling Blade. So he's going to have an insanely good time farming in the very near future, and it looks like Zansa isn't quite caught up yet. He does have most of his BKB. He's only about 1,000 gold short of that, so has been farming extremely well. 77 last hits up on him, but He is a little bit behind the last hits, behind the Dragon Knight. Oh, looks like this Leshrac might be caught out. Go ahead and pop an Edict. Here comes Night Stalker from around the back. Night Stalker does not have ultimate, but he looks like he might be enough to scare away this Rin Runner. Gonna get damage. One more Void will get him a kill, but just doesn't have the cooldown. Has the Silence Disruptor ult used. Not enough damage to bring down the Night Stalker, though. Just too tanky, too high of a level. Already level 15 minutes into the game. I just want to look at experience per minute. Can I look at that? I just want to see it. For the Night Stalker, yeah, 800 experience per minute. That's pretty freaking insane. He's such a high level at this point. 16-0-3. Excellent play by him so far. Have to see if he's able to continue it into the late game. Because it's already mid-game. Mid-game's here, folks. It comes early. Christmas came early for the Dire, and now let's see if Radiant can make it through until New Year's. Gonna go ahead. They might be able to find themselves the Night Stalker here. Stun goes down. Dark 2 is invis, but I think there's a gem up on somebody. I don't know who it is. Bounty Hunter is going to get picked off immediately. It looks like the Night Stalker might go down. No, Flame Break's going to knock back the Dragon Knight. He's trying to get into position for a Flame Breath. One more Flame Breath will be enough. Can he get it through the trees? No, Night Stalker. He has vision of the Night Stalker, just taking too much damage. Here comes the Disruptor, trying to play the hero. There's the stun. Can he get... Yeah, there it is. Flame Breath ends the Night Stalker's godlike spree for like 800 gold. That's going to be a free BKB for him. Now that Chase is going onto the Bat Rider's stun. With the level 1 Dragon form means that the stun is an incredibly long range. A double kill for Zansa. That means he's up to 7-2 now. Excellent play by him, and now he's got himself a BKB 16 minutes into the game. Looking pretty farmed on this Dragon Knight. I kind of have to agree with Jack here. Gets unlucky. Too little move speed during the day. I mean, come on, bro. You've already got an Aghanim Scepter 16 minutes into the game. What are you complaining about? Battle Fury up onto the Anti-Mage. He's going to go ahead and start this farming out with a stacked medium camp here. With a pull as well to bring his creep wave back to make it a little bit safer to farm there. He's going to go ahead and pick these off. Starting to accelerate his farm. Already 90 CS, and it's only 16 minutes into the game for him, so he's farming pretty darn well. Dragon Knight is keeping up. 85 CS on him, and he's also got his BKB up as already. See what he goes for first in terms of a damage item. Oh man, that's why I like casting these league. These guys are hilarious. We're gonna see no really good pushes have gone down though. Only one tower has fallen. Despite Night Stalker's early aggression and having Leshrac on the team, I feel like they probably could have gotten a couple more towers there to extended their lead in this period of time. Instead, they kind of focused a little bit more on kills and less on towers. Leshrac not using his Edict on towers except for the top lane. Top lane, we do see Windrunner trying to slow down this Anti-Mage a little bit, just popping off some shots at him every now and again, trying to slow down his farm and also get some farm up for herself. Phase boots already. Bounty Hunter's going to kill on the Leshrac in the mid lane. Now it looks like glimpse back onto the Jakiro. Dragon Knight's here. Bounty Hunter's low, but not going to be enough to save the Jakiro's life. He's going to fall to the Disruptor. Now it looks like the push might be going mid lane from the Radiant squad. Level 1 Dragon form means extra damage to towers, and it also means that he's a pretty freaking scary dragon. That's my typical interpretation. Nighttime gets popped by the Night Stalker, chasing onto the Lich. Lich turns around for a really quick shot. Nah, not going to be enough. Night Stalker still going to get the kill despite the kinetic field. Now it's going to be Chase going the other way. No, not quite. Looks like this tower will fall. Another tower taken by the Dire early into the game. Quick kill there for Jack, picking up a tower as well. He's up to another 1,000 gold. See if he picks up a BKB next. I think that's probably his best option. Instead of going straight for the heart, get some magic immunity, prevent the stuns, as well as the Disruptor Silence from hitting him for a lot. Middle tower is going to fall as well. Anti-Mage getting that last hit. He's up to 1,000 gold already. Look for him to get a very quick Manta style. He's going to go farm the Radiant Ancients, prevent them from getting that one off. Bounty Hunter's going to find a Jakiro, though. Jakiro might be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, there's a Shackle going to latch as well. This is a very dead Jakiro right here. No one coming in to save him. Nighttime is over. Leshrac tries, but he's just going to kill the trees and make it a little bit easier. Glimpse back. Oh no, this is a very dead Leshrac as well. Stun from the Dragon Knight goes down. He's going to fall immediately to the Windrunner. Invisible Night Stalker says, bro, I can't help you. I'm just going to have to sit here and viz and see if I cannot die. 5 heroes from the Radiant coming to push this tower. Dragon form up. No. 20 cooldown on that still. 1,700 gold up on the Dragon Knight. We'll have to see what he goes for first. Looks like Night Stalker's going to go try to find himself some free Disruptor candy. No, Disruptor goes uphill, and Night Stalker doesn't want to fall. Oh, he's going to try for it. He's going to go. Yeah, he is. There's a void. Silence. No silence. Yeah, there's the silence, just interrupting the spell. Earn charge as well. Going to mean another kill for Jack. 18, 1, and 15 now for him. And he seriously needs to stop getting kills. This is pretty ridiculous. Radiant go for an early Roshan attempt. I do like this decision of theirs. With nighttime down, Night Stalker won't really be able to contest this. Dragon Knight has the DPS to bring it down. Bounty Hunter here as well to... No, actually, never mind. Tracked it no longer reduces armor, so I take that back. We'll probably be able to take down this Roshan pretty quickly. They've got the Windrunner ultimate as well. There's plenty of right-clicking. Dragon Knight picks up that Aegis up to 2,000 gold as well. He can go ahead, pick himself up a drum, maybe go for an armlet, whatever he feels like this game. Might even just go straight into a Hyperstone. He's got the gold in the early farm for it, and that would really increase his pushing ability and help his team get a little bit of a leg back into the game. As we see, the gold from the gold graph and the experience graph, there is a dire lead, 3,000 gold, 5,000 experience. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to get them really into enough of a lead, as Anti-Mage is continuing to farm pretty ridiculously quickly. He's up to 2,500 gold now, pushing off this top tower. He can get picked off here, maybe. Here comes the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight getting no help, not going to be able to have enough lockdown to kill an Anti-Mage. Maybe if you had a Disruptor ultimate on top of the Dragon Knight stun, you could get it off. It's going to be difficult, though. Anti-Mage backs off into the jungle. He's just going to continue farming up here. Just so fast on his farm with that Battle Fury. He may go ahead, he's going to go ahead and stack a couple camps with his Blink ability, and that's probably a very good idea. Allows him to speed up his farm, get more last hits. Very, very clever usage of the ability there. It's double stacking 2 camps at once, and speeding up his farm, and getting a lot more items. So, really good play here from the Anti-Mage. We're going to see the rest of the Dire team being very aggressive, trying to push out some towers and continue to make room for the Anti-Mage to get bigger and bigger. Dragon Knight, though, is getting kills and continuing to get farm, though. He seems to have bought a new item. What is it? He goes straight for the Mjolnir, picks up a Maelstrom. He is pretty tanky already up to level 14 max Dragon Blood. Means he's got a ton of armor as well as plenty of HP regen, and he's got the BKB as well to keep himself alive. Maelstrom doesn't really have any room. You might want to sell the Quelling Blade. Looks like the push goes bottom instead, forced to back off for the Dire. They do have the Bat Rider ultimate up as well as the Blink Dagger on him. Take a look at items really quickly here. We're going to see that there's a mechanism up on the Windrunner as well as nothing else pretty interesting on the rating. We see Arcane Boots on the Disruptor, and that's about it. Bounty's worked his way. Bounty working towards a BKB, not going to get it for a while. Jim's still up on the Night Stalker. Looks like he's actually going for a Basher, so very aggressive build from him. Anti-Mage has not picked up any new big items. Lestrak's got some Bracers and Arcane Boots, Blink Dagger, and that's about it for the Dire. So items are actually looking pretty even despite a little bit of a gold lead. Anti-Mage continuing to push out bottom, just such an annoying carry just because he's able to do this so consistently. Ad Crusher going to come in and drop a Nova off on him. He's got to be careful though because Anti-Mage can probably solo him without really trying that hard. I'll TP in from the Disruptor. This could be bad. Anti-Mage is going to get the kill. Blinks out. Can we get a glimpse? No, not quite able. Wrong spell. You glimpse him. Man, come on. What's wrong with you? Alright. In the meantime, looks like bottom lane is going to be pushed out. BKB actually on the Anti-Mage. There's... Stun just hit me. Shackle from the runner going all the way across the map. Not disrupting the TP. Looks like they're going to go ahead and TP back to the mid lane. There's massive tower lead coming from the Dire right now. They've got immense amounts of map control. Night Stalker, it's nighttime again, so this fed as heck. Night Stalker is going to have more time to roam around the map, do whatever he wants. Finds an Invisorin, so this is not looking good for the Radiant right now. They're kind of pushed back into a corner. Granted, Dragon Knight is pretty darn big. He's got a Maelstrom up right now, farming up the rest of his Hyperstone, trying to take out some Ancients. He's going to get found by a Night Stalker, though. There's the Silence, the Void. Dragon Knight says, whatever, I'm going to go right back in on you. Granted, there's the rest of the enemy team here. Don't care. I've got an Aegis. You guys are jerks. He's going to fall, but now here comes the rest of the Dire team as well as the Radiant team. This is a big team fight right now. Dragon Knight comes back alive. No Dragon form. He's going to go in, try to do some damage. Shackle's going to hit 2 heroes. Looks like Bat Rider and Jakiro will immediately pop off the Disruptor and the Bounty Hunter. More damage going down. Disruptor buys back. Teamfight is turning against the Dire. They're too far from home. Looks like the Night Stalker could be in trouble. Zansa trying to go to work, not doing enough damage though. Jack gets another kill. Dragon Knight does finish off the Bat Rider. 2 kills now. Dragon Knight trying to pick off the Last track does get a stun. Mega kill, double kill on for Zansa. Looks like Sucker's going to come back in, but he's actually going to get slowed down. Disruptor's here, glimpse back, as well as the kinetic field, going to slow down this Night Stalker. Again, he's going to be a pretty big gold bounty stun. Ultra kill for the Dragon Knight. 4 heroes killed. Only one they didn't pick off was the Anti-Mage. And that means Dragon Knight just got a ton of gold already up to. He's got a gem now as well as enough gold for his Hyperstone. So he's getting pretty fat, pretty darn quick. Here comes a hasted Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is like, I'm going to beat you up, and actually just gets stunned and annihilated in less than a second. Zansa just is like, dude, what do you think you're even doing? Noob. Anti-Mage did go for, so Zansa is not able to be quite as aggressive. He has gone for the Black King bar, which will allow him to survive team fights a little better, but unfortunately, obviously, doesn't help him 1v1 versus a farm Dragon Knight. Ice Path going to slow down the Dragon Knight a little bit. Macropyre used as well, but this Jakiro could still be in trouble. Track up on him. Flame Break going to knock people back for a second, but Zansa's going to get another kill. Monster kill streak up on him, but he's going to get popped. The Lasso's going to get used on him. Disruptor ultos slowing everybody down. Zansa's just like, whatever, bros. I got this. Solo in. I'm too tank. You guys can't handle me. Going in more damage as Leshek gets picked off by the power shot. Zansa backing off. Here comes the Night Stalker, gonna try and bring him down. Silence up on him. Zansa's like, alright, I'm dead. I'm just gonna try and do some damage and allow the rest of my teammates to get out. Windrunner trying to get away, not able to. Oh, excellent kinetic field, but TP is on cooldown, so this Windrunner probably gonna fall. Gets the shackle off, but not gonna be enough. Night Stalker getting the kill there. Disruptor trying to run away. Glimpse is coming off of cooldown, so this Night Stalker probably will not get away. He's gonna try. Tries his best. Disruptor continues to run away. Might be able to make it out here. No, he's not going to make it. Here comes Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage just like, no fun for you. Picks off the rest of it. Anti-Mage already up to 700 gold after his death. 166 last hits on him. He's pretty far ahead of the game. Only 40 last hits above. Night Stalker finishes his Skull Basher. So he's going to continue to do a heck of a lot of damage coming into this late game. And also has some lockdown that goes through Dragon Knight's BKB, as well as Bounty Hunter's BKB as soon as he gets one. Bounty Hunter in a little bit of trouble. Night Stalker diving, and Night Stalker's like, whatever, I'm too tank for you, bro. Gonna go ahead and drop off the Bounty Hunter. One more right click, gonna get it. Yeah, there it goes. Now Windrunner's gonna respawn, come out. Shackle is not gonna latch. More tower shots. Here's a Nova. Are they gonna be able to do enough damage to kill him is the question. He's taking a heck of a lot. No, there's a Chain Frost used. Yeah, just for the kill. It's gonna pick him off. There's the gem on the ground. Shackle's not going to latch onto the Anti-Mage. Here comes a Disruptor. He's got an ultimate up. This could be enough to pick off the Anti-Mage. Glimpse back. Can you get the ultimate off? Yes, they can. There's the silence as well. Get in position for a Shackle shot. Windrunner, what are you doing? Why are you letting him blink out? Unlucky. Not able to get into position for that Shackle shot. Anti-Mage will make it out. And it looks like the rest of the Dire are going to continue pushing. Jakiro pushing out the bottom lane. He's already level 11. Got his level 2 ultimate up, as well as a mechanism as soon as he purchases it. Taking a look at the rest of the levels, we see that Night Stalker's on top, obviously, but Dragon Knight's also been getting a lot of kills. Anti-Mage doing pretty well also. The Radiant team really are behind in levels. Bounty Hunter really not having a good time here. Still doesn't have his BKB. Working towards it. He should get it in about 500 gold if he can go into the jungle and really have a little bit of uncontested farm. I think that he should. The Radiant team should wait to be aggressive until such a point as they do have that. TP's up to the top lane to defend their top tier 1 tower. Anti-Mage as well as the Bat Rider. Anti-Mage, of course, is continuing to get his farm on. Probably going to go for the Manta style next. Going to get rid of Track as well as allowing him to potentially get out of a silence if Windrunner decides to go for that. Orchid Malevolence. Right now she's just got a mech. Have to see what they decide, what that item choice decides to be. Basher up on the Night Stalker. I really still think he should go for BKB. I mean, he's tanky, but I think he should possibly get a better defensive item. He's got enough aggressive items right now already. It is nighttime. Actually, it's false night right now, but I think it's real night as well, so this Night Stalker is able to do a lot of damage, as well as potentially looking like they're going to try to set up some map control, pick up this Aegis once Roshan respawns again, get Anti-Mage and Aegis, possibly also Night Stalker and Aegis, so that he can just be completely too hard to bring down. And he's doing so much work in this early game. You see Bounty Hunter's here. He's like, I'm out. Never mind, guys. I'm leaving. Go Invis. No Invis. He's gonna get sent back by Disruptor, so Bounty Hunter should be fine. Kinetic Field gonna lock the Bat Rider in place, but no backup from the rest of the team. Here comes the rest of the team. Night Stalker coming in, dropping a ton of damage down, but there's the big silence thrown down. Macropyre as well, lots of AoE ultimates. Zansa gets stunned up. Needs to start doing some right click. He's going to get focused by the whole enemy team, but he's like, whatever, I got this, guys. I'm just going to tank your whole enemy team. Anti-Mage picks off the Lich with an ultimate. Now it looks like Windrunner's the next one to be in trouble. Zansa just too tanky, bringing everybody down in the back lines. Looks like, in the meantime, though, Anti-Mage and Night Stalker going to work. That is the weirdest shackle shot I've ever seen in my life. I think it was the product of a glimpse. Dragon Knight kills the Bat Rider. Windrunner kills the Anti-Mage, but Bounty Hunter does go down again, so no more track gold. Looks like Night Stalker will finish off the Dragon Knight. Now it looks like the rest of the Radiant Heroes need to back off pretty quickly. Night Stalker's going to get shackled, but not enough damage to kill him. Kinetic Field going to slow him down a little bit, but that might be it. Looks like the fight's over. Dark Zero comes back in, not really able to do anything. Still no BKB for him. He had to buy back in that engagement, so he's really slowed down this game. Not able, 4-11, just really not having a good time of this. It's not really his fault. He just lost the mid lane and hasn't been able to come back. And I mean, Night Stalker is a better solo mid than Bounty Hunter, so it doesn't really surprise me. Got a little bit more spammable of a nuke there to the last hit, and got better rune control. So Lich also not having a good time, 0-9. He's also building a mech as well. I don't know if they realize that they're building 2 mechs. If they do, there's probably some cursing going on in the team chat. Would not surprise me. Winner, of course, has had a mechanism for a very long time. Looks like she's going for the 4-staff next. Going to get in about 400 gold. That's going to help her a lot in terms of survivability. Zansa surviving in 14 seconds. He's got 1,500 gold up now, so look for him to go for some crits next, potentially. And also for some lifesteal, just to allow him to tank even more in these fights. And really be impossible to bring down. He is a pretty freaking huge Dragon Knight. Lots of farm for him. I would not be surprised if he went and bought the Mask of Madness now. Not Mask of Madness, Mask of Death, or whatever it is that they call it in Dota 2. Morbid Mask, that's right. Let's get some lifesteal up on him, allow him to do some more right click damage. But no, he's just going to stave up for buyback in case it's necessary at some point later in the game. We do see that he has buyback. Most of the Radiant team actually having buyback right now. The only one not having it is Windrunner and Lilich, obviously. Bounty Hunter also, but he just bought back, so not surprising. Looks like the Roshan attempt is going on from the Radiant. It's going to be a big team fight, though. Here comes the big-ass Dragon Knight as well. Lots of, massive Disruptor ultimate. Going to catch everybody. Bounty Hunter picks off the Leshek, but Jakiro also dies as well. Lich falling. Dragon Knight trying to do some work, taking up, beating down this Night Stalker. Night Stalker not able to stay up against the big bad dragon. But it looks like the rest of the Radiant team falling as well. There goes Dark Zero. Dragon Knight chasing. He's just not going to be able to get in range for the stun. Doesn't have enough damage. Anti-Mage doesn't go down. Anti-Mage picks off the Disruptor. Now Dragon Knight's going to come in and say, "Stop picking on my friends, you jerk." Stun and lots more damage coming in. Night Stalker comes back in, though. There's the Sphere for the silence and the mischance. Dragon Knight just too big and scary, bringing everybody down in that team fight. Too much for the enemy team to handle, and he's going to have to back off, though. Neither team claiming the Roshan yet. Night Stalker's going to earn himself back up and go back in, try to bring him down. Going to silence up the Roshan as well as do some more right-click damage. Here comes the Anti-Mage as well. If Anti-Mage falls to Roshan, I'm going to laugh. I mean, it'd be kind of mean, but I'll just laugh anyway, because it would be pretty freaking funny. Yeah, there's your silence as well. Mischance. Anti-Mage is going to pick up an Aegis, and he's going to go ahead and blink out. Looks like he's going for a Butterfly next, so looking to get that evasion to counteract just Dragon Knight's insane physical DPS. Less than 1,000 gold on him, so it looks like, yeah, he has gone for that lifesteal to allow him to stay alive in these team fights a little bit longer. He's going to go ahead and roll on up to this top lane. Some more farm up here. Just so much attack speed and so much damage off on this Dragon Knight. He's so big right now. Bounty Hunter finally gets himself a BKB. Means that he's going to be a little bit more effective in these team fights now. And a little bit more survivable. Night Stalker not going to be able to finish him off as quickly. Anti-Mage continuing up his farming quest to be the best of farming. He's got almost enough to finish off his Butterfly. He is a little squishy, so that's going to help him out a lot. Give him some armor as well as some evasion. Good item choice on him. And of course he does have the BKB, so he's a pretty survivable Anti-Mage. Pretty tanky. Look for him to possibly, after the Butterfly, pick up a heart. I think that'd probably be his best option. We see the Radiant are smoked up. They're looking to find a kill here. Might find it mid lane. Jakiro could be in a lot of trouble. No, if they go up this hill, they're probably going to run right into the Bat Rider. This could be terrible. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get picked off. There's the Thunderstrike to counter his Blink Dagger. He's just going to get burst down immediately. Jakiro comes in, throws an Ice Path just to say, "I was here, guys." And Disruptor's going to get that kill. Bat Rider falling. With this, these guys might be able to push. Unfortunately, your top lane's pushed out pretty far. But these guys can go ahead and do an attempted push at least. Dragon Knight, of course, beating down creep waves pretty quickly with his Flame Breath as well as his lightning procs. See, looks like these guys are going to rotate up towards the top lane. Double Damager, and Dragon Knight going to pick that one up. And with that, I think these guys can definitely go try and take a fight. They're going to come up to the high ground here and possibly look to find someone in the dire mid lane. They might run straight into Night Stalker in this jungle here. Night Stalker, of course, has vision of these guys. He's got this whole vision. He's going to go right in. He says, I don't care. I don't care if your team's here. I'm just going to come in. Zansa says, bad idea, bro. I'm the big bad dragon. I'm going to beat all your friends up. And he does. And he's just so strong. Look at this double damage Dragon Knight beating everybody. No, actually, the turning into dragon form got rid of his double damager. And killing spree up on Zansa. Looks like the anti-mage is going to get the kill onto Bounty Hunter. Unfortunately, he's slowed down. Oh, blink in from the Bat Rider who bought back. Lasso down on the Dragon Knight, but Dragon Knight's too tanky, bro. Can't kill him. Bat Rider is going to lose his life for his insolence, and now it looks like Dragon Knight, with his freaking awesome tanking abilities of pro awesome tankiness, are going to go to the mid lane and say, forget you guys, I'm going to push. And the rest of his team is like, cool, we'll go with you, bro. And tower's going to drop pretty darn quickly. Dragon Knight, of course, with splash damage, is able to kill the tower as well as the creeps all at the same time. And now it looks like it might be Jakiro in trouble. Can we get a glimpse? Can we get a glimpse? No, yes we can. There comes a glimpse. Stun as well. Dragon Tail, very dead Jakiro. And tower is going to melt to the Dragon Knight as well. 3,700 gold up on him. He can pick up a heart. He can pick up a Satanic. Doesn't even freaking matter. Yeah, he's going to go ahead probably go for the Satanic here. No, picks up a Demon Edge, possibly going for some crits to give him even more damage ability. Anti-Mage has yet to lose the Aegis, so he does have that, so this Rax should be defendable. Shackle not going to latch against the Anti-Mage, blinks out, and it looks like, yeah, they're going to TP back. Dragon Knight going to go ahead, farm up that bottom lane, finish up his crits, possibly going to go for an MKB also to counteract the Butterfly that is now finished on the Anti-Mage. So, more damage for him. Dragon Knight continuing to clear out, because he has this Milner, even with out his dragon form, he's able to clear creep waves insanely quickly. Got a lot of attack speed as well as a lot of damage. Look at this, 200 damage per attack right now, and it's attacking ever so quickly. Do you get? Yeah, it's pretty insane. Dragon form, excellent ultimate on him. We're gonna see possible engagement mid lane. Oh, glimpse back onto the Anti-Mage. Can we get an ultimate off? No. Anti-Mage just says, BKB, forget you. Actually, I'm just gonna come in and beat you all up. Here comes Anti-Mage going ahead and right-clicking. BKB is offline. He's going to get shackled up, but Night Stalker is in here as well. Disrupt your ultimate. Going to slow people down for a little bit. No kinetic field to follow it up. Here comes Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight pops his BKB, goes right in onto the Night Stalker, and he's just going to right-click away. Going to get hit up with the lasso. This could be bad. Dragon Knight's getting low. He's going to fall. Does he have buyback? Does he have buyback? Does he have buyback? Yes, he does. Is he going to buyback is the question. He might not even need to. Darkseer looking pretty low. Anti-Mage doing tons of damage in his background. Dragon Knight might have to buy back or else they're going to lose a Rax here. Here comes the rest of the Dire running uphill. See Disruptor buying back. Dragon Knight buys back as well. Rolling into the mid lane. Here comes Night Stalker. Night Stalker being a little aggressive going in for the Windrunner. Now it looks like Anti-Mage actually is going to be the one to fall. He's going to get the Aegis popped. Dragon Knight says, I'm just going to wait around. We've got more than enough to get you. Glimpse right back. Kinetic field is what happened there. BKB to stop the glimpse. Good use of the BKB there by Anti-Mage, allowing him to get out there. Zansa now has used his buyback gold. Doesn't have as much. Not going to get those crits or MKB as soon as he'd like. Does pop the Aegis on the Anti-Mage and does defend the Rax though, so definitely not a loss for the Radiant. Go ahead and look at Gold Graph really briefly. You're seeing that there is a big experience lead still for the Dire, and that's about the only lead that they have. Gold is still very, very even. If you take a look at net worth. If you took a look at net worth, we do see that the Anti-Mage is on top now, but Dragon Knight is perilously close. Unfortunately for the Radiant, the Night Stalker is also pretty freaking rich, picking up a Vladimir as well as an Abyssal Blade. So he's got tons of gold, lots of right-click damage, and a stun to go through Dragon Knight's BKB. So excellent item choice on him, and I would still like to see him get a BKB, but it's going to be alright as this is. He's going to be tanky enough, I think, just with his levels at the moment. Probably a heart after the Vlads would not be a bad idea either. Dragon Knight stacking up some Ancients here with his HOD creep. Going Gonna go ahead and farm these up really quickly. Might even pop Dragon Form for them. Might not need to though. He's got the Mjolnir to do more AoE damage. Just beating down. Got tons of lifesteal. Got tons of damage. Not really a big issue for him. 1,500 gold up already. He's got another 1,400 to go until he has an MKB. Probably gonna save up more than that to attempt to save. No, he is actually going for the crits. So not the MKB. He will have those crits very, very soon, possibly right now. Yeah, he's going to have the crits, send them to himself. Since he just bought back, doesn't need to save for buyback. He will farm up that buyback gold in the very near future. Looks like Dire are thinking about Roshan. It's still 4 minutes off, but at least they're protecting their anti-mage while he farms up those ancients. He's up to 3,000 gold. Yeah, he's going for that heart next. He's going to be incredibly difficult to bring down, even for Dragon Knight now, with that extra tankiness. Oh, here comes the Dragon Knight, though. He's going to tank up, bring down that anti-mage so quickly. Even with the butterfly and the heart, not enough. Looks like Racist Spread's going to fall as well. Chain Frost thrown out. Just going to bring down creeps. Not the best work there. There goes the glimpse back onto the Jakiro. He's going to get brought down. Now it looks like Jack's on the run. What a shackle hitting 2 heroes. Now here comes the slow in from Darkseer crit. Looks like Jack's going to try to man-fight it out. Stuns might bring down the Bounty Hunter. No, not enough. Team wipe for the Radiant. Excellent smoke ain't coming from then. Zansa just 2 farmed, bringing down more damage on this tower. This is going to be definitely a Rax. Is there buyback on the Dire? No. No one has buyback. This is a Rax. This could be GG. They can just go straight for the throne. I don't think there's anything that the Dire can do about it. Only Batride will be up in 20 seconds. Zansa's just going to go for it. He says, whatever, I'm done. Let's do it. Let's finish. Massive teamfight victory. Glyph is used, saving them a little bit of time. Batride will be up in 10 seconds, but what can he do? He'll have to solo the whole enemy team. Can't slow people down enough. Jakiro might be up as well, but they're going to lose at least one tier 4 tower, if not 2. Here comes the Batrider. He's got to be careful. If he dies, it's going to be bad. Jumps in, but doesn't have the ult. No, can't get it off. Gets stunned first. He's going to get brought down immediately. That's got to be GG. Here comes the Jakiro. Ice Path to slow things down. Macropyre as well, but it's not going to be enough. The towers are falling. The towers are taking too much damage. I mean, granted, Dragon Knight's also taking damage, but I mean, he's tanky, right? He can handle it. Here comes in the Leshrac. Leshrac trying to do some damage. Glimpse back onto the Jakiro. Jakiro's going to fall probably. Zansa continues to beat on the throne. He's got his eyes set on the goal. Here comes the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage trying to bring down anyone, someone. No! Force Staff out onto the Dragon Knight. He's still alive. Dragon Knight is alive. Buys a healing salve. What a player. Leshrac is alive, still doing more damage. He's the only one. Jack's going to be up in 5 seconds. Can he save the throne? This could be it. Dragon, here comes Night Stalker's going to come back in. No, GG is called. They give it up without Anti-Mage. BKB up onto Zansa. He's just going to say, forget you, Night Stalker. I'm going to go for the throne. That's it. Throne falls. What an epic finish there. Massive team fight victory for the Radiant and an amazing push through. Oh man, what a play, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been, like I said, Nameless Juans versus the Slasherz team from Eflux Gaming's Dota 2 Arena Season 2. I am Kingdom, your caster. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like, subscribe, follow the Facebook page, and keep up the Dota, guys. GG's, Kingdom out.